I've been mining the Ethereum for 1 year. 50% of time, I also relax. I go to the mountains.
Okay. Hi, Otabek. How are you?
Hi, thank you, thank you. What
You
about
good?
you? I'm fine.
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, good. If you could introduce yourself to the community, let us know a bit about yourself, where you're from, where you're living, your trading journey so far.
Hello, my FundedNext traders. I'm Mambetov Otabek. I'm from Uzbekistan. I am 23 years old. I came back to Uzbekistan 2 years ago. I studied in Hungary, in Budapest, on Metropolitan University. I have the diploma of business administration manager.
Okay.
So I started my journey in trading 2 or 3 years ago with cryptocurrencies. I've lost.
That was interesting.
I've been mining the Ethereum for 1 year, and
You've been mining Ethereum?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, okay. How's that going?
At that time, I didn't know anything about the trading. I know that it happens somewhere there, but I didn't deal with it. But when I gained 7,000 during 1 year mining the Ethereum, I've lost it in 3 hours.
Yeah. Crypto's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, it was my first journey in trading world, but it was Binance futures, so it was really risky.
A little bit leveraged, maybe highly leveraged position. Yeah.
40x leverage positions.
40x. Yeah, we've all tried that and we've all failed, so don't worry.
It was my first journey with trading. It was kind of difficult 2-3 days after these losses.
Yeah, it's something which I think as a trader, you have to experience, and then obviously you learn your lesson and you don't do it again.
I started to work with my psychology, and I started to learn what is Forex is, and then I stopped the crypto trading and go through Forex trading.
Okay, so you're focusing on FX now then, right? Okay.
Yeah, FX. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So are you trading full time now, or is this does this fit in with your studies and your work?
So when the price come to my zones, to my buy or sell zones, I start to trade full time. But 50% of time, I also relax. I go to the mountains. So we can say that trading is my main job now. But I cannot say that I'm a full-time trader.
No. Well, that's the best way to do. So you obviously set alerts. You've got some areas where you're interested in demand supply zones, where you're interested in waiting for price to come to, and you're simply patient and you wait for price to come to those levels before you engage in the market. Yes, it's the best way. So, okay. Well, you've given us a bit of a glimpse into your trading style. Could you possibly show us a trading screen and maybe some trades that you've taken in the past to demonstrate your strategy?
I can share my trading view screen if you don't mind.
Yeah, thank you.
So as I said, my favorite instrument is gold. So you can see, just a second, I will clear the screen. So you can see my deals here. It's 1 hour time frame.
Yeah.
So everything, every time I trade, it's coming to the zones. It's supply, demand zones. It doesn't matter for me. I sell or buy. I just see the zones. So you can see it was a recent trade on my real account. So I closed it a little bit early. I closed it 1-5. Here it goes to 1-8. So I always sell or buy from the major zones. So you can see
these zones are something which you are annotating yourself, or is this an indicator which you're using?
I don't use indicators. I used it when I trade in demo account. it was like a kind of little bit too many informations is not useful too, I guess, because when I see the zones, you can clear the zones when you see when the price comes and goes from this. So I made it. It's a handmade zones. I didn't use indicators. Maybe I will use it in the future, but.
Okay. So how do you mark a demand and a supply zone? What are you looking for? What's your reference points?
You know what? I'm gonna show you my. Here you can see my instrument that I use always. How the price was on this level, which leverage was there, and everything linked to this. So I use this, if you see, and I use just the price action. It's the most important for me because my teacher always explained me that price action is the most important after psychology. So I can see the price action. I can see that the price sees some supply or demand or resistance here. I see that it's a zone. It's a zone of interest of buyers or sellers. So I mark it as a zone. So it works. So you can see here on my graph. So that's my current strategy.
Okay. So what are you looking for to get into an entry? Do you enter on the lower time frames?
I look where the market should go on 4-hour time frame, but I enter only with a small time frames to find my entry. I don't go to the trade with the market price. I go with a sell limit or buy limit. I never open the market price.
No,
because
yeah. Okay. You have an idea where the price should be, where you want it to be, and you set a buy limit or a sell limit there appropriately. Sure.
I just wait. It's all about patience.
Yeah. Do you trade a particular session?
I cannot say so, but I always trade between New York and USA session. My trade opens often between them at 2 or 3 o'clock. My sell limit or buy limit doesn't matter, and it closes mostly it closes on Friday evening. But if we talk about usual situation, it closes on the American session, on the New York session.
Okay, right. Okay. So you would hold a trade potentially for the entire week?
No, not a week. But sometimes it ends until the end of the week. But most often it's 1 or 3 days, 2 days.
1 or 3 days. Okay, so sort of a swing trading kind of style, right? Okay, so okay, excellent. Okay, could you show us another example of a trade on maybe a different pair or?
Yeah, I can show you. So here we can see GBP JPY. I'm just sharing it. Also my lovely instrument, because I traded a lot in the past. I have a love story with this.
Yeah, it's a big mover. It's a big mover. It's quite a volatile pair. Yeah.
Yep. It's a 1 hour time frame, but I can show you the 15 minutes. It's my last trade on this instrument. You can see my trade. I entered on this price. The price was not on stop loss almost, and so this trade ended in. I opened it in the afternoon, and it closed until the morning.
I see. Okay. Okay, excellent. Okay, I think we get a fair idea of your style. So no indicators as such. You focus on gold and maybe a couple of FX pairs, and you're looking for buy limits, sell limits off demand and supply zones.
I'm looking for perfect entry. It's the most important.
Yeah. Okay. So what defines a perfect entry for you? What are you looking for in price action to determine if price is going to reverse?
The perfect entry when my stop loss allows me to have a good risk reward. Let me explain what I'm talking about. When I enter a little bit lower than I should make my take profit much bigger, and I should wait for my trade, until my trade finishes a lot of time. But why should I enter lower if I can enter with the higher price, with the lower stop loss, and I will have much bigger risk reward. So I'm waiting until the price goes up. It collects the stop losses of the traders, and then I enter.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're fading a move. Okay.
Yeah.
But how do you know it's going to reverse? Are you looking for a particular signature in the price action?
I never know if it reverses or not, but we work with possibilities. We work with mathematic strategy. Anyway, the gold respects the zones a lot. It loves the zones. So that's it.
Okay.
I'm not sure anytime if it goes or not.
Okay. And your TPs are generally a set target, or are they a set risk reward? Do you have is it based on price action, or is it set on time? How do you assess how long you hold a trade for?
I can explain it by the example that I have on gold 2 days ago.
Sure, go on.
The price, let me show you. So it's my last trades, it's not important. So here you can see my deal on the gold. Yep. I talk about this one. Do you see?
Yep, we see it.
I could enter much lower, but I set a sell limit almost on the level, on the zone.
Yeah.
So you can see the stop loss $2.5 on the gold.
So you're selling into that up move. You're selling into that wick, yeah?
Yep. It's last week. It's not this week. Last week trade. I closed it here because there was no price action. So it was my wrong. But I can show you how levels work by this trade. It is the same. It is the same entry. It is the same stop loss, and it went until 1:8 ratio. But I didn't close it because I haven't seen any kind of buyers here. But it's reversed, and so I got the stop loss. So it's all about my expectations, all about predictions. So if we have levels, it works time by time. So here I could show you the level action, price action. It worked 2 times. It was this week trade. So the stop loss was also $2.5. So that's it. The price action was absolutely the same from this zone.
From the
absolutely
same level. Sure. And now we're above the level. We're going higher. Sure. Okay. Thank you. Could you share us your FundedNext dashboard so we could see your stats?
For sure.
If you click on trading details, we'll be able to see your statistics. Okay, so this is a evaluation account. What, a 100K evaluation account? Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's 100K evaluation account. So I got my first withdrawal. It was 7,000, I guess. So I don't pay attention to the losses because it's part of our job. It's not impossible. It's not possible to have only advantage benefits.
Okay.
So you can see my biggest loss was $8,500. So, but then I got 104,000. It's all about stop losses, take profits.
Yeah. Okay.
Now
so
I have.
Your average win is about 3,500. Your average loss is 1,250. Okay. What is your trades? Your risk lots 65. Average risk reward 1 to 3. Okay, that's good. And win rate 27%. Okay. Yeah. So
the lots are a lot because I use the very little stop loss. As I explained, I enter the trade very high. I have little stop loss, and when the price goes very fast, dramatically to my stop loss, it's going to. I also work with the risk management 1%, and when the price goes very fast, I lose about 1.2, 1.5. But it's okay for me.
% of your account?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I work with a 1% risk management for a trade.
Yeah.
It's okay for me.
Yeah, 1% is 0.5 to 1% is an ideal risk reward. Okay, thank you for sharing that. We talked about your strategy. We've talked about the way you trade gold. Risk reward we've touched on. How do you deal with drawdown when you are in a drawdown like you are now? Is this something that you have struggled with in the past? Is this something that you could possibly... Any advice you could give to traders on how to deal with drawdown?
Yeah, it's all about psychology, I guess, because the drawdown is part of our job. The stop losses is initial part of our job. It's not possible to work without stop losses. If you plan to work without stop losses, it's not a realistic method how you can trade. It's not possible to work without stop losses. You should react to the stop losses like it's initial part of our job, because trading is a job, of course. It's easy for me to react to the drawdowns because my first drawdown was all my money, 7,000 on the currency.
So anything better than that is easy.
Easy. I don't give a reaction to the losses because it's a job.
Yeah.
If you lose 1,000, the next deal you can have this much more. If you lose 1,000, you can win 3,000, 4,000. It's all about risk reward. It's all about how you work with your stop losses. It should not give you some negative effects to your organism or to your psychology.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if the strategy is proven and the good risk reward is proven, then yes, taking a small loss should not have any effect on your psychology or your account balance. So it's good advice. Any other advice to traders who are struggling to get funded?
I have my friend who is struggling to get funded. It's fourth or fifth try, so he can't. He's, I guess, better trader than me, I'm sure, but he have very weak psychology. When the price goes to the take profit, for example, it's 1 to 5 ratio, he tries to close it 1.2 to save his money. Guys, don't try to save your money. It's about... You should not be afraid of stop losses. The stop losses are part of our job. You should work with it with your psychology. Everything because 10,000 per month, it's not very easy. I guess you know it because it's a lot, 10% during the month. But if you keep your strategy, if you keep your psychology, it's easy. All about psychology. I passed the first step on 60 days, I guess.
60 days.
And second step, I passed the 5 days. So when I talk that it's linked to the psychology, because the first step, you have psychology. I have to gain 10% this month. I don't have to lose. I have to gain. It's psychology very difficult that time. But when you have to gain 5% during 2 months, it's getting much easier because you don't have such a strict psychology on your mind that you have to gain. You just relax because you have 2 months, only 5%.
But the no time limit or the more relaxed time limit certainly helps for sure. It's a very important thing. The last thing traders want is a set time period where they have to make a set percentage. That is just it's just not healthy, and it's just not the correct way to trade. It's not a professional way to trade. So no time limits are certainly something which we should welcome.
So can I add about the first step? If you are afraid of losing your account and you are hurrying up, don't do it, because even if you cannot reach 10% this month, but just leave it and you will get the free retake.
Free reset. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a mind setup. You don't have to be nervous because and annoying that you have to gain 10%. If it happens, if you gain, it's okay. But if you don't do it, it's also okay because you have another try.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So did you pass which account are you using? Using Stellar or the evaluation account?
Evaluation account.
Yeah. Phase 2. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Any suggestions to FundedNext on what they could improve?
You have
if
to
anything.
Improve account manager, because the answers when I message to account manager, he replies after 2 days, 3 days.
Oh, okay.
So an issue is not solving because the last trading cycle I had an issue with a stop loss. My deal was on profit, and at night it closed when the price didn't even go close to the stop loss. So I messaged it. He didn't reply. He replied after 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, about issue he have it after 2 weeks, and he said the trading cycle has ended, so we can do anything. So, but the spread on gold, it is one of the best on the market.
It is. Yeah, the spreads on all the assets are very good. Yes.
Very good.
So what do you think happened? Why did you get stopped out overnight? Was it a spread issue? Was it? Don't know.
Because of spreads, I guess, because it went until the 600 almost on GBP, JPY.
Yeah, GBP, JPY pairs are always awkward, especially during overnight. Yeah.
I work with a very little stop loss. That's why my trade closed. But it's close to more than 1%. But when I checked the trading view, it was also on profit zone. It didn't go close to the stop loss. That was strange. So I just messaged it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always risky leaving a trade running overnight. I mean, various things can happen. Spreads widen. Yeah, news happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Thanks for your time. Thanks. Good talking to you. Good luck with the funded account. And hopefully speak to you again once you're past this account again. Okay. Thanks, Otabek. Speak to you again. Bye.